Yo, welcome back to Age of Empires. Today we start with the Grand Dukes. Kingdom divided.
Tomorrow, when Joan of Arc burns at the stake, I want you to watch carefully. Not the young woman in the flames, but the men who sentenced her to burn. The English will carry out the sentence, but when nothing but her ashes remains, it is the Grand Duke of the West, our Duke of Burgundy, that will have seized a triumph. For you see, this spectacle is not really about the Maid of Orleans. Her death is only as important as the benefit that it brings us. What burns on that pyre is not Joan the person, but La Pucelle, the symbol of the French resistance. You are young, my son. You have never seen our duchy as anything but a powerful state. But we were not always so mighty. In the greater tale of history, Burgundy is but a newborn power, carved from the lands of the kingdoms and empires that surround us. Our ascent began with John the Fearless, the father of our current duke. Up until then, the Dukes of Burgundy and the Armagnac faction had been equal rivals, fighting for influence at the court of the Mad King of France. Louis, the leader of the Armagnac faction, had been using the funds of the French crown for years to stifle John in any way possible. He also boasted of having bedded John's wife. Tiring of these insults, and Louis's abuse of royal influence, John decided to end their rivalry for good. Just 3 years into his reign, he sent 15 men to stab the Armagnac Duke to death on the streets of Paris in broad daylight. It was a true show of force. In one bloody act, John established himself as the most powerful duke in France. The Armagnac faction, now leaderless, began preparing for a long war. To keep the Burgundians occupied, they supported a revolt in the city of Liège, which was ruled by John's brother-in-law, the Duke of Bavaria. John the Fearless would not let such unrest spoil his plans for the Grand Duchy. And so he marched his armies north, to a small village outside Liège called Auteuil.
Okay. Keep serious and destroying 2 of its 3 castles. You currently characteristics the population of 150. You cannot let the village. 6 villages to be right. 6 villages that support the rebels are located in the vicinity. You can plunder and trade workshop, mills and markets for additional resources. You cannot trade with ally for additional gold income, but ensure that your enemies do not wreck. You can trade with ally for additional, but ensure your enemies do not wreak havoc on your trade route. John the Fearless has recruited siege engineers from the Flemish cities, whose expertise provides Burgundians with the means to construct jet ram. Okay, that's great. This is why we had jet rams.
Buongiorno. I recoil.
Sì.
I recoil. Sì.
Sì.
Okay.
The Armagnacs are inciting the local population to take up arms and rebel. John, let us put an end to this insubordination.
Vos ordres?
Vos ordres?
Let's definitely build a blacksmith instantly. That's always the move.
I pati.
And then yeah, let's march forward. Okay.
Sì, mastro. Sì, mastro. Davis.
Can actually not build anything in this war.
Sì, i vai.
Vosotros, si mastru.
Fra. Sì, immediatamente.
Si, compru.
Because there would definitely be a market over there.
Compru, si mastru. Evanse, etace, har. Etace, evanse. I compru. Har. Si mastru. Etace.
Vosotros, buongiorno. Compra. I bati.
Vosotros, si mastru. I compru, si mastru. Etace, evanse. Si compru, si mastru. Vosotros, compru. Etace.
Okay, let's definitely build a second TC.
Buongiorno.
I bati. Vosotros, sì, vai. Immediatamente. Compra.
The grain that the villagers had stored in this mill will now feed the Burgundian army.
Etace, evanse.
Fra. I bush du bo.
Buongiorno. Fra.
But this destroyed, that's great.
Lumber and stone were stored in this trade workshop. We will make good use of these resources.
There's another village up there. Let's bring my army up there. And let's definitely get
Every
the
coin that we
upgrade.
take is one less coin that our enemies can spend. There are many to be found in this market.
Fra. I bati. Vosotros, sì, vai. I bati.
Vosotros, si mastru. Si compru. Evanse. Si. Etace, evanse. Har, evanse. Vosotros, etace. Si.
Okay, that's not a problem anymore.
Buongiorno.
I bati. I bush du bo.
I bati. Fra.
Fra. I bati. I bati.
Sì.
I bati. I bati.
Huh?
Fra.
Okay,
Vosotros.
okay, how long does it take to destroy one workshop, bro? I know Burgundians do not get bloodlines. But what they actually do get,
Every coin that we take is one less coin that our enemies can spend.
I vai.
There are many to be found in this market.
Buongiorno. Bati.
Buongiorno. I bati. Fra.
Vosotros. I bati. Fra. I bati.
The grain that the villagers had stored in this mill will now feed the Burgundian army.
great.
Si compru. Evanse.
Vosotros. I bati.
Vosotros.
I bati.
Sì, i bati.
Buongiorno. Sì.
Buongiorno.
Vosotros.
To me it looks like I'm not really losing a lot of soldiers
I bati.
in these battles over here. But I
Har, etace. Si. Evanse. Har. Evanse, etace. Evanse, etace. Evanse,
It is
etace.
past time to take back what is mine. Charge my knights! Charge!
Thesaurus,
What are you waiting for, John the Fearless? Join me!
Roy's already attacking, that's crazy.
The grain that the villagers had stored in this mill will now feed the Burgundian army.
That's great, the Burgundian army needs to be fed, that's true.
Sì.
Ibati.
The grain that the villagers had stored in this mill will now feed the Burgundian army.
Sì.
Harm. Retace. Harm. Avancez.
Sì.
Harm. Avancez. Retace. Harm.
Vosot.
The grain that the villagers had stored in this mill will now feed the Burgundian army.
Thesaurus, pra. Ibati.
Tra. Bonjour. Ibati. Tra. Ibati.
You definitely need this upgrade right now.
Sì. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Pra. Ivai. Ivai. Bushtubo. Bonjour. Thesaurus, immédiatement.
Okay.
Sì. Vosotros. Ibati.
Sì. Ivai. Bushtubo. Pra. Ibushtubo.
Bonjour. Ibati.
Bonjour. Immédiatement. Ibushtubo.
We have a market here. If we buy this right now to get this, because it's too important to miss out on right now.
Sì. Ibushtubo. Thesaurus, Ibushtubo.
Tra.
Pra.
I compré. Ibati. Ibati.
Okay.
Vosotros. Ibati.
What do we need all the rest?
Thesaurus, sì. Bonjour.
We need a castle.
Sì. Amtavis. I comprustru. I comprustru.
Avancez.
Vosot.
Bonjour.
Oh no, I know what we need.
Tra.
Ivai. Immédiatement. Ibati. Bonjour. Ibushtubo.
Sì.
Sì.
Immediatement. Ibati. 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 Bonjour.
Sire, your nefarious enemies in Paris have renewed the charges against you for freeing France from this insane tyrant.
Oh, these bastards. They seem not to take me seriously. I will show them. No more mercy to our enemies! Spare no one!
Thesaurus, pra.
Sì, Ibati. Tra.
Ibati. Sì. Pra. Sì. Immédiatement. Immédiatement.
Okay, do we have this? Okay, let's clean up.
Lumber and stone was stored in this trade
Vosotros.
workshop.
Ibati.
We will make good use of these resources.
Sì.
Thesaurus.
Vosotros. Tra. Bouge du bois. Si compré. Immédiatement.
The grain that the villagers had stored in this mill will now feed the Burgundian army.
Bonjour.
Sì.
Bonjour.
Irreperai. Irreperai.
Sì, i vai.
Posorres.
I bati. Vos outras,
Immédiatement.
Okay, we'll definitely be like a castle right up
I
there.
bati.
Vos autres, c'est Mastro.
Don't attack, don't attack.
Buongiorno.
Ireberai.
Sì.
Fra i bati. Buongiorno. I bati.
Buongiorno.
If enough village sustain whatever we need over there. Okay, we need a few cabrams. Then we also need
Sì.
Our
fra-
Duke has been wounded.
Buongiorno.
Return him to safety, so that he can recover from his wounds.
okay, that's not that bad. That's actually a good upgrade.
C'est Mastro.
Har, Evansay.
Vos autres, compris.
We definitely have to sell wood. I don't know why I have so much wood.
Har,
C'est Mastro.
Evansay.
Vos autres,
Evansay, Retacci.
sì.
Har, Evansay.
Fra
Sì, il compris.
Ah.
Fra.
vos outras.
Sì, imin. Fra.
There's still any other stone.
Imin.
Oh, but there's other gold. At least that. I think cavalry is really the right unit choice over here. Ah,
Sì, i reparati.
considerably more houses.
I bati. I bati. I bati.
Okay, these guys have way too little armor. Oh my god. But against these units he plays, I'm gonna actually go Scorpion.
Buongiorno. Posorres. Fra.
Ibati. 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 Ra. Si vai. Ibati.
I boost du får.
Buongiorno.
Ibati.
Oh my god, this was not meant to take long.
Buongiorno. Si.
Immédiatement. Ibati.
Okay, the scorpions were a great unit choice. Okay, I shouldn't. No, 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 no.
Buongiorno. Imini.
I think I can heal them fully and then it's gonna be... Don't need them.
Osaurus. Ibati.
Definitely need this upgrade. I'm also gonna go for redemption and then I'm just gonna build a castle again here, maybe a little bit more behind, and then we're gonna use this as like defensive point, huh?
Buongiorno.
Okay.
Ibati.
Immédiatement. I vai. Sì, I vai. Bon.
Osaurus.
Imini. Vosotros. Ra. Si. Si compré. Ibati.
Si. Osaurus. Si. Immédiatement. Ibati.
I'm gonna just fully return. I know it's maybe stupid. You maybe think, oh, that's stupid. Like, he will come after me.
Y compré.
Immédiatement. Sì. Immédiatement. I vai. Sì. Sì, immédiatement.
This is not really working, okay. Ah, okay, this is also not working at all. I don't know. We killed his army, but like we did not really win the fight.
I batti.
We really need chat Brahms. Fingers I can tell.
Uzot, si constru.
Immédiatement.
Jarvis. Ritarci. Uzot. Ritarci.
Si. Immédiatement.
Si.
Immédiatement.
Uzot. Jarvis. Si. Ritarci. Ritarci.
Does not count for the Rams. Let's also send a few custodiers in there.
Condurre immédiatement. Elimine.
It's already bad.
Jarvis. Uzot. Ritarci.
Custodier is not made for this. Okay, why did the artist cast so strong?
Ritarci. Si. Jarvis. Si. Ritarci. Uzot. Jarvis. Ritarci. Uzot. Ritarci. Si. Ritarci. Uzot. Si. Ritarci.
What? Oh, you have to kill villagers. I thought I had to destroy castles.
Jarvis. Si. Constru. Ritarci. Uzot. Si. Jarvis. Uzot. Si. Ritarci. Jarvis.
For killing villagers, these guys are actually better. It's not the right villager.
Si. Si compru.
So like all the town center, yeah, okay.
Bonjour.
I don't need any of you to just do this stuff.
Bonjour.
Si mastru. Si mastru. I compru.
These simple-minded rebels in Liège seem to think that our scouts would not discover their secret gunpowder depots. How wrong they are. Destroy the depots, so the Liège rebels can no longer make use of their cannons.
What a gunpowder depots? It makes you care. I'm just killing villagers, so. But units are anyways not very good against cavalry. Nineteen villager.
Liège has surrendered.
Perfect.
I will not show mercy to these traitors. Drive all rebels out of their hiding places. Hang them all. Wipe out their entire families while you are at it.
Okay, what a nice guy. Oh, what am I playing? This evil guy. Okay.
The Battle of Auteuil was a decisive victory for John the Fearless. He rode in triumph to Paris, and his armies entered the city without a fight. The Armagnac plot had failed. But since they had not openly waged war on him, John could not yet exact his revenge by force. Instead, John had the 15-year-old son of the deceased duke brought before him. Still mourning the death of his father, the boy was forced to forgive his father's murderer in public. A cruel act, you say? And that it was. But remember, my son, that cruelty was not John's goal, only a means to an end.
Yeah, that's true.
By orchestrating this public display, John showed not just the boy, but the entire house of Armagnac on their knees, kissing his feet. It was one insult too many for the proud Armagnacs, and the struggle between the two factions would soon turn into open war.